Oh, we're live now.
This is such a mess. Come on.
We're having technical difficulties again.
Okay, we're Hi, see Dexter the live show. Yeah.
Did you say your channel name, man?
It's Irish Book Nerd. So you're on my channel, so obviously subscribe down below if you haven't subscribed already.
And I'm Ebony. My channel is Butterflies on My Bookshelf, and my channel will be linked down below, so make sure you go subscribe to me too. So should we start with a non-spoiler thoughts?
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good to me. What did you think of the book?
I really enjoyed it. Usually I don't read a lot of mysteries, but lately for some reason I've been getting really into them. I don't know if it was like the Halloween spirit or whatever, because like I read this one and I read Truly Devious, the first 2 books in that, and like I don't know, I just for some reason mysteries have been like really hitting the spot, and so I like really enjoyed it. Just like the whole mystery aspect. I'm really bad at like guessing who the killer is, so I think that helps my experience because I'm always surprised. So yeah, and I was really surprised with this one too. What did you think?
I read a lot of mysteries and thrillers. I read a lot of mystery and thrillers throughout. I feel like I get pretty good at guessing who it is. So I did guess who it was at the end. But I did have quite a fun time reading it. I did find sometimes that I kind of, because I listened to the audiobook, I found my mind wandering. I just didn't get as hooked as I thought I was going to be. So I gave it like a 3-star. It was a fun, entertaining read, but it wasn't like the best book I've ever read.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I read it on audio too, and for the beginning, like a little bit at the beginning, I was kind of, it took me a little bit to get into, but then like once like it really got going, I was more into it and more focused. So
yeah. What did you think of the characters?
I love the main character. I forget her name already. It was like Audrey Rose. Is that her name?
Yeah.
I really liked her. I thought that she was like spunky, and I loved the whole like the whole thing where she was like dissecting bodies and stuff. Like it was like so gruesome, but also really interesting because it's like it's like something you don't really read about. So it was very like new and different, and I really liked that.
I found like the characters were really relatable and kind of like I did really enjoy that. Audrey Rose was really spunky completely. Although there is huge hype around Thomas, and I'm just like, I don't get why everyone loves him so much. I mean, he's funny and he's really sweet to Audrey Rose and stuff, but I just found he was very snooty and kind of arrogant as well, which I didn't really like. So I was kind of annoyed with him throughout the kind of story. So I just don't see the hype surrounding him.
Yeah, I felt that way too. When I went into it, I knew that a lot of people really liked the romance aspect, and to me it felt kind of forced. Like the first time that there's any like romantic tension between them, I was like, oh, I wasn't really expecting that. All right. And so for me, that was kind of just like second thought, not really like a main part of the story for me. It was mostly the mystery of stalking Jack of Jack the Ripper. Like the romance wasn't really that important to me, I guess.
Yeah. It wasn't a huge factor, but it was there, and it was cute and fluffy, and he was very he was cheeky with her, which I thought was kind of cool because back then, you know, it was improper and wasn't like what it was supposed to be. But I thought that was definitely unique, and yeah, just the relationship I wasn't very invested compared to like some people.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, like I remember thinking like it was kind of just like like I didn't really care up until like towards the end when he was like, Audrey Rose, I can't be without you. And then I was like, oh. But so I think if I continued I think if I continued the series, that romance might like grow on me more just because there'd be like more building of it.
Yeah.
But I didn't enjoy it as much as of this book.
Definitely.
What did you think of like the time period? Did you like it?
Yeah, like some series like you like the I thought it was so interesting. Like I found it like really, really cool that she took a huge murder case, that unsolved case, and kind of put it as a mystery kind of thriller in a historical setting. And I really loved the way Audrey Rose, she was like, it was improper of her, stuff like that. And she was like, I love science. I'm going to be a scientist and I'm going to cut up dead bodies. And I thought it was really, really cool. Like she was going against the like norm for women in that age, which I thought was really, really cool.
Yeah, I agree. It was definitely, I loved that she was pushing against the standard for women. I'm very like feminist, so I'm like, oh, I hate the standard they used to have back then. So I loved how Audrey Rose was very feminist. Like she very, very much stood up for what she wanted.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that. I thought like the whole vibe of the book reminded me of the Diviners. But like, I mean, it's not set in New York, so obviously it's different than the Diviners, but I don't know, like just like the vibe of it. Yeah.
That's really true. It was like these two strong female women who, to be like kind of pushing them down, they did what they wanted and kind of pushed against what they wanted, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, I really liked it. How did you feel about the uncle? I forget what his name was.
Yeah, he didn't seem like a side character. He was kind of mentioned here and there. Like he wasn't very described. He just felt very one-dimensional to me because like he was there in certain scenes and he kind of he had some dialogue, and he was very eccentric, very like again encouraging Audrey Rose and kind of helping her with her dreams, but I just didn't feel like he was a great character because he just wasn't described and we didn't really know much about him.
Yeah, I thought that he felt kind of forced, like he was there to like move the plot forward, to introduce Audrey Rose to the whole like autopsy stuff, and to be like a scapegoat for Jack the Ripper. And like it felt, it just, I don't know, it felt like he was a character that was used to move the plot forward, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. I just didn't feel like we knew much about him, and he was to kind of add some dialogue, give us some context, and then he'd disappear again throughout the story, which wasn't great. I would have loved if he had more Audrey Rose and we saw him teach her and like trying to get her to think like the Ripper and try and figure out the actual mystery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have liked to see more from him, definitely. Do you have any other like last minute non-spoiler thoughts? Because I really want to move into spoilers.
Good. Just let's get spoilers, I guess, unless you have anything else to say.
Nope, I'm just really excited to talk about the spoilery stuff. Okay, guys, so if you do not want to be spoiled, if you haven't read this book completely, or if you haven't read it all and you do not want to be spoiled, please leave and come back when you have
read the book. To read the book and then come back and listen.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. Okay. Hopefully everybody who doesn't want to be spoiled is gone.
Okay. Yeah.
What did you think about the killer? Like, what was your initial reaction to finding out who it was?
Okay, I hope.
She froze. Uh-oh. Anne, you're frozen. Well, this is fun. Sorry about technical difficulties, guys. Oh no. Okay, we lost her. I guess I will just continue talking about my thoughts. Hopefully she'll come back. Okay, so I was so shocked when I found out who the killer was. It ended up being Audrey Rose's brother. I forget his name because I'm really bad at remembering names, but I was literally so shocked. Mostly because the killer, like, they made it out, like, the red herring, I guess, of this book was her father. Like, they made it out to sound like it was her father, Audrey Rose and Thomas, the love interest guy. I'm sorry, I'm so bad at names. They, like, followed Audrey Rose's father and, like, were, like, checking him out, trying to, like, see, like, catch him in the act, you know, trying to see if it was him. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna find something. Like, I totally fell for the red herring that it was Audrey Rose's father. And then, okay, the part, oh my gosh, the part where Audrey Rose is, like, in the lab thing where freaking her brother is has her mother's dead corpse and is trying to bring her mother back to life, which is why he's been killing people, because he's been taking their organs and, like, Frankensteining the mom. Like, it was, oh my gosh, it was insane. But, like, so when you found that out, I was like, oh, I was so, oh my gosh, it was crazy. And yeah, so I was like, oh my gosh, it's the brother, and he's literally doing something totally insane. It blew my mind. I was not expecting that at all. Also, Anne just texted me and said that her StreamYard froze, and so I'm just going to respond and say I'm still on it and talking away. I hope that she will be able to join back in. Sorry. Okay, sorry, I had to text her. But yeah, that scene was so crazy. Blew my mind. Oh my goodness, I wish Anne was here so she could talk about her side of it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet for like just 1 second because I have to text Anne back. She's okay. I'll just tell you guys what's happening because this is a live and I don't want you guys to sit. Okay, anyway. Anne said, I can't hear anything, you're completely frozen. And so I'm gonna say I'm still talking, and I do have the live show of this pulled up on my phone on YouTube. So, and it's still going, so I'm pretty sure that you guys are able to see me and you can't see Anne. Okay, sorry, I had to text her. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, that scene was crazy. I wish Anne was here so she could talk about her thoughts on that scene, because literally my mind was so blown. Like, the whole, oh my gosh, I just can't even get past the whole Frankenstein thing. Like, it's so morbid, but also really, really cool because it's something that you never see get done in books. And so, yeah, it was really cool, but also really morbid, and it was great. I asked Anne if she has anything she wants to say. So, and like if she texts me something, I'll read it to you, I guess. So then that way You guys will still know her thoughts. Yeah, also, we talked about this before, like, a little bit in, like, the non-spoiler portion, but, like, the part where, like, the whole romance between Audrey Rose and Thomas, like, I didn't really care for that much at the beginning anyway. Like, I thought it felt forced, especially the part where, like, they kissed for the first time. I was like, okay, that's a thing that happened. I didn't feel like that there was any lead up to it, so I was like, all right. But then, that there was a part towards the end where he thought that she, like, got kidnapped or something. I can't really remember exactly what the circumstances were because I read this book a couple weeks ago. But I remember he was like, Audrey Rose, I can't live without you. So, like, that part was like, oh, that was so cute. Also, I think Anne is back. Hopefully. Hopefully Anne is here. Doo-doo. Fun fact, I just got my wisdom teeth out, so I cannot drink out of a straw because usually I have, like, my Hydro Flask straw cup thing when we do these. So I have to drink out of this really weird cup because it was the only cup it was the first cup I grabbed in the cabinet. But, yeah, my mouth hurts a lot. Okay, Anne is still not here. This is unfortunate. I'm so sorry, guys. Anne, I heard you. Are you alive? Maybe she's not alive. Also, I love that the little scrolly thing at the bottom still says spoilers starting now. Because I don't have control over that because this live show is through Anne's channel. So Anne has control of those. So, like, I can't turn it off. And I just think it's funny.
Hey!
Anne, you're back! Where's your picture? I don't... Okay, and she's gone again. How unfortunate. No! This is such a struggle. Oh, man. Okay, I guess I will continue talking about Stalking Jack the Ripper, but the thing is, I'm really bad at remembering things unless Anne triggers my memory, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I had a thought about that. I really should start taking notes when I read, but it's just too much work, guys. So, thoughts. I really liked the setting. We kind of touched on this briefly before, but, like, it is, I can't remember what year it takes in, but it's, like, in the past, probably in the 1800s or something, I don't remember. But it is in London, and so, like, the vibe of the book really had that, like, olden day London feel. I don't know. It was very atmospheric. And like I said before, it reminded me of The Diviners because, like, The Diviners is set in 1920s, so again, it has that historic feel, and I think that is, like, the history in both books is what made me think of them. Also, Anne just texted me, and she said, I enjoyed the story to some extent, but I felt like some of it was quite forced. I guessed who Jack the Ripper was because it was very clear to me how we saw Audrey's brother deteriorating and getting scared around the police. I definitely feel like this series can improve, and I'm excited to see how it goes from here. Like I said before, I never guess the killer in any of these mystery books, mostly because I don't read mysteries that often. So I was completely surprised, but yeah, I can see where Anne's coming from and where she, like, got that idea of, like, him being scared around the police. That is very sus. So, like, props to you, Anne, for guessing that because it flew right over my head. Yeah. What else do I want to talk about? I don't know. Yeah, I guess I really liked the book for the most part. Like I said, I gave it 4 stars. It wasn't, like, my favorite, but I also liked it more than I was expecting I would. So, if that tells you anything, that's why I gave it 4 stars. I don't know. I really like character-driven stories rather than plot-driven stories, and this was very plot-driven, but also I feel like the characters were also just very strong throughout the story as well. So I think that is why I liked it more than I thought I was going to, because like even though it was plot driven, it still had really strong characters, and so I really enjoyed that aspect. And just texted me again. So what did she say? She said, I did enjoy how Thomas was really happy to have Audrey Rose join him and work with the bodies. He didn't put her down because she was a woman. I highly agree. I loved, even though this was a time when like women couldn't really like do the things that men could do, and it was like looked down upon, that Audrey Rose was really into the whole autopsy stuff. It was still like Thomas still like stood by her and didn't like Anne said, he didn't like put her down because she was a woman. He very much respected her, despite that. So yeah, that was really good. Oh, Anne said that her Wi-Fi just isn't working today. That is so sad. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry guys that this live show isn't like normal ones, obviously, because it's just me. Hopefully for the next live show, the Wi-Fi will be better and we will be able to have a normal live show. Yeah, like I said, I can't really like think of anything to talk about because usually Anne like jogs my memory. Yeah, overall, like I said, I have to say, like I said a lot. I am so sorry. I'm kind of nervous. If you can't tell, live shows are kind of scary because you can't edit things out. But yeah, like I said, I did give it. Oh, I said it again. I did give it 4 stars. I did like it more than I thought I was going to. I don't know if I want to continue with the series or not. I think I will. I don't know. I haven't really decided. Like I said, oh my goodness, I keep saying that. I'm so sorry. I don't really read mysteries, but I am like getting more into them. So maybe I will read the rest of the series while I'm in this like mystery kick to quench my thirst for mysteries. Okay, that was a weird sentence. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I guess we will end the discussion there. I'm so sorry that it was not a normal one. Unfortunately, technology just isn't working in our favor today. It kind of sucks. But before I go, I'm going to announce next month's book of the month. So, and this is where I would put on the little banner scrolly thing on the bottom, but like I said, I don't have control over that. So, anyway, next month's book is going to be Everything, Everything by Nicole Yoon. If you didn't know, we do polls on our Twitter and our Instagram every month to pick the next month's book. So make sure you are following both of those. The links will be in the description box down below. And so you can vote for what you want next month's book to be. Everything, Everything won the polls from last month for this month. And yeah, so we're really excited to read this. I'm actually kind of nervous because I've read The Sun Is Also a Star and I didn't really care for it that much. I know a lot of people do like it, but it just wasn't my thing, I guess. I have seen the movie for Everything, Everything, and I liked the movie. So I think that I might like the book because I liked the movie. I don't know. We'll see. But yes, so that will be the next book, and the live show will be on my channel. And stay tuned for times because usually we do 3 p.m. Central Time, which is my time, and then 8 a.m. New Zealand time, which is Anne's time. But here in America, we did Daylight Savings Time, so that like threw off all of our timing and stuff. So like that's why I'm sure today's live show was at a different time than it was supposed to be. So I'm so sorry about that. I did not think about Daylight Savings Time when I posted the graphic that says all the time zones. So yeah, stay tuned for the time. We might need to work out a different time of day depending on what works best for Anne and I. So yeah, just follow the Instagram, follow the Twitter, and you will be able to keep up with that kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, well, that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for joining us for this live show and for reading the books with us. And hopefully you're able to read next month's book as well. Remember, we're reading Everything, Everything by Nicole Yoon. Yeah, I'm so excited to talk about it with you guys. Yeah, so have a great day, and I will see you next month on my channel. And now we're going to sit here in awkward silence because I have to text Anne to tell her to end the broadcast. So yeah, we're gonna sit in silence for a little bit. Goodbye. I'll see you on my channel next month. Have a great day. Stay safe. Wear a mask. Live your best life. Bye. I'm waiting for it to end. Bye. It's not ending. This is really awkward. I'm so sorry. Goodbye. I don't want to end it in the middle of a sentence, so I keep saying goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. Adios. Hasta luego. I don't know any other languages besides Spanish and English, obviously. Goodbye. Have a great day. Have a good life. This is going on a lot longer than I hoped it would. I'm so sorry. You can leave. Okay, she's trying to end it, so hopefully we'll end. You can all leave. You do not have to stay for this. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Have a great time reading next month's book. And stay tuned for more updates on our social media. Yeah. It's still going. This is really awkward. Yes. I guess we will just sit here now in awkward silence. This is so awkward. Yeah, I got my wisdom teeth out. And they hurt a lot. So don't get your wisdom teeth out, folks. I mean, you probably